I know you saw the title of the video, Cheetah's Pineapple Upside Down Cake, and you're thinking, like, Chris promoting honing? No, Chris is not promoting honing. When I say Cheetah's, I mean we're using a box cake here, and we're gonna make a quick, simple, easy pineapple upside down cake. And of course we need pineapple, so that's 2 cans of pineapple, slices, not diced, not chopped, anything. It's just slices. And well, what we're gonna do is follow the instructions on the package of the cake that you choose to use. In this case here, it says it needs water, but instead of water I used the juice from the pineapple that it was packaged in. So 1 cup of that pineapple juice, and again, you got to follow the instructions on your package, right? I've got here 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, again following the instructions, and 3 eggs. This is the packaged cake mix here. This one, it's called a cherry chip, and I like the little bit of fruitiness you're gonna get on the inside. I almost choked up there because I really like pineapple cake. Anyhow, if you can get an orange flavored cake, I'm telling you, it is much better. An orange flavor mix. If you can't get the cherry or the orange, I mean to say vanilla, any sort of cake that you like, using a white cake is fine. You'll also need some brown sugar and some melted butter. It is that easy, and this is why Uncle Chris called it the Cheetah's pineapple upside down cake. No honing involved, but I mean to say, if you want to give, hey. As my oven preheats to the desired temperature mentioned on the package of the cake mix, I'm just going to prepare the batter, and it's just 3 ingredients basically. It is and again, it depends on the cake mix that you use. It is the vegetable oil, the eggs, and the cake mix. So in goes the eggs, followed by the vegetable oil. Yo, I man kind of forget the pineapple juice, boy. You know, the thing is that, so all of that pineapple juice is going in there. And it's just a matter of mixing all of that batter. I have it on a low speed because I ain't trying to clean up this kitchen with everything flying all over the place. It only take about a minute or so just to make sure everything is combined. Yeah, my oven is preheated now, and I'm using a bundt pan. And all I'm doing is I'm going to brush. You can use whatever pan you like. It's totally up to you. I'm going to brush some butter, that melted butter that we have here. And yes, it is a non-stick pan, but you'll see why I need the melted butter on here. All buttered. Quick tip, since I'm using this bundt pan, what I like doing is using a baking tray, put it on top of it, so to get it in and out of the oven will be so much easier than trying to balance this thing. The humming that you're hearing in the background there, that is just the oven, the fan in the oven. I have here the brown sugar, and this is just golden brown sugar. I'm just gonna sprinkle all the way in that pan here. And I'm just gonna hit the sides as well too. I'm just gonna pack it down just a little bit, like so. Basically all you need to do now is put the pineapple slices on. And earlier there, when I introduced the ingredients that I'll be using, I kind of forgot something, but small thing. We're gonna make adjustments now, and we're gonna put it in there so you'll see what important ingredient Uncle Chris missed earlier. The cherries. So all you would do, you would take a cherry, put it into, and you know, that's the beauty about the pineapple there. It has an already made hole. Ready made by Nitya. Well, no, we cut the pineapple before, well, not me, but the people who canned it. Yeah. So all you're doing is tucking these cherries in the hole there. And the last thing to do is to pour that batter. And I'm trying to be careful. I'm just going to spin it spin it, pour that batter all into the pan. Just gonna grab my spoon here and scrape all of that down. We need all that butter in there. Now if you're wondering, hold on a second, if you're wondering why I'm using a spoon and not a spatula, well, when you have a junior chef in your kitchen, aka Polly, also known as Zaire, you have the silicone part, but Mr. Man took out the handle part and hey, the life and times of Uncle Chris and Zaire. Anyhow, let's just pour all of that in there. It's a little shaky shake so everything settles down nicely. What I would recommend doing is using the cooking instructions on the package as a guide. For example, if it says to cook at X amount temperature for 20 minutes, I would say increase it by about 5 minutes, but we'll do the toothpick test just to make sure, because of the pineapple and everything else in there, it will need a bit more time to fully cook. I just pulled it out of the oven. I gave it an extra 10 minutes from the recommended cooking time on the package. Boom, bam, nice and clean, nice and dry. Again, same thing. I'm just going to allow it to cool down for about 5 minutes before I flip it over and put it onto the sort of tray that I'm serving, the pedestal that I'm serving it on. You may want to go around the edges with a knife and just loosen it up just a little bit. Sup, soldiers? Listen, if you enjoy this recipe, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and click that bell notification thing. If you've made the recipe, take a picture and send it to me, email address down here. I mean, trying to tell people the email address, them butts will take the address and do all kind of thing with it. And tag me on Instagram at Caribbean Pot. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for being in my kitchen with me today. Irie? And there we go. Uncle Chris's Cheetah's not Hornaman, not Hornin, pineapple upside down cake. Nice and steamy. Look at that steam just rising. Yo, in my humble opinion, this deserves to be served warm. The other thing I wanted to mention is if you use a darker brown sugar, you will get that more caramelized bits. If you want to have it in the oven just a little bit longer, you can certainly do that to get more caramelization and stuff like that. Totally up to you. This I'm going to let cool for about 4 or 5 minutes, then I'm going and tuck in. However, Uncle Chris, diabetic, so this is a very thin slice. I'll be able to enjoy it. What's up, soldiers? Don't forget to click subscribe. If you've already clicked subscribe, hit that bell notification thing. I want to all you missing out on the new videos, man. Come on, click.